FBI versus CIA. The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, primarily operates outside the United States. It gathers intelligence through a network of spies, whereas the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, mainly works inside the United States and gathers intelligence and investigates federal offenses. So, how do the FBI and the CIA differ from one another? Curious to know more? Now let's get deeper into this. Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel. Remember to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon to ensure you get all the updates. Let's start the video. The FBI is responsible for all domestic investigations within the United States. The FBI's primary mission is domestic law enforcement and international terrorist prevention in the United States. Crime investigations at the state and local levels often receive assistance from the FBI when their expertise is required. The Department of Justice is responsible for overseeing the FBI. They are essentially uniformed police officers at a higher rank. The CIA handles sensitive matters such as counterintelligence, nonproliferation, counterterrorism, international organized crime, drug smuggling, and weapons control intelligence. It is the CIA's job to gather foreign intelligence on behalf of the United States government, but they are technically considered civilian organizations. The spies would work here, among a wide variety of other tasks, wide variety because the CIA's inner workings are shrouded in secrecy. What is the FBI? It has been said that the FBI is the most significant police force in the world. Unlike the CIA, the FBI doesn't have a global footprint. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, is responsible for conducting investigations and enforcing laws on behalf of the United States Department of Justice. More than 200 federal offenses fall within its jurisdiction. The FBI frequently works with local and state agencies. Someone who commits a federal crime over which the FBI has authority may also face charges in state court. If the findings warrant federal criminal charges, the Department of Justice may proceed with them. In Texas, law enforcement officers are accountable to the same ethical and legal standards as FBI agents. The FBI agents need a search warrant to enter your home or business to collect evidence of a crime and an arrest warrant to physically detain you. There are restrictions on how an FBI agent may use deadly force during an arrest. Although an FBI agent in a movie may deploy surveillance equipment without a warrant in suspects' houses, /SFBI agents in Texas must follow the same standards as our police officers. What is the CIA? The Central Intelligence Agency is responsible for gathering and evaluating foreign intelligence that may risk the United States' national security. The President, Congress, and Attorney General of the United States are given access to the information the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, obtained. Individuals who are in charge of the defense. The Central Intelligence Agency, also known simply as the CIA, is the most top-secret intelligence agency in the United States. It is one factor that determines the foreign policies of the United States of America and other countries worldwide, most notably those that pertain to Iraq and Afghanistan. The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, gathers information using various methods. Indeed, fictitious CIA agents frequently plan their operations when stationed in exotic locations. Because of its multi-billion-dollar budget, the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, can gather enormous amounts of information. The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, does not have jurisdiction over the general population. It can acquire information but is not authorized to enforce the law or make arrests. It is against the law for the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, which focuses on international concerns, to examine a domestic corporation or citizen in the United States outside the context of acquiring foreign intelligence. For instance, if a person in Texas is thought to be involved in a terrorist plot in another country, the CIA may look into him. This individual lacked the authorization to conduct an arrest and hence could not. To what extent do the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, differ? Following the National Security Act, which President Harry S. Truman signed into law on September 18, 1947, the Central Intelligence Agency was subsequently established, CIA. When put next to other agencies, the FBI was based on July 26, 1908. The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, conducts most of its operations outside the United States and gathers intelligence through a network of spies. At the same time, the FBI focuses most of its activities, including collecting intelligence and prosecuting federal offenses, within the territory of the United States. The CIA does not report to the United States Department of Justice as the FBI does. Instead, the FBI does. The clandestine acquisition and dissemination of foreign intelligence are one of the most critical responsibilities of the Central Information Agency, CIA. In the United States, it is the responsibility of the FBI to investigate homicides, crimes that span multiple states, and kidnappings. The mission of the FBI is significantly broader than the remit of the CIA. The CIA and the FBI are both components of the government of the United States. Organizations responsible for security and intelligence, IIC. However, the CIA does not function as a traditional law enforcement agency. Instead, it is responsible for collecting and analyzing data essential to creating United States policy domestically and internationally, particularly in areas that impact national security. The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, solely gathers information on foreign governments and their nationals. In contrast to the FBI, it is strictly banned from collecting information on threats to U.S. national security. A person is a noun that can refer to anyone living in the United States, whether they are citizens, resident aliens, legal immigrants, or companies that have been established in the United States, regardless of where in the world they are physically located. This is it, everyone. So, what do you think? Leave a comment and let us know. Thank you for watching the video. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you still need to. Also, put on the notifications because the following video is going to be a great one.